self-defense and what it is. Well, self-defense is a complete...
And let me tell you, say, Jahvy is not going to know. Based upon what me I look upon and based upon what me understand, it is highly unlikely for Jahvy to serve any prison time.
You know, say, you want Jahvy cannot tell lie. Yeah? Me I say you want Jahvy cannot tell lie. But
the legend. What's up? You good, G? The legend.
Michael, we have dropped a song with title Lies Still A Gwan. And in that song, him do best. Play the victim. Make it seem as if Vybz Kartel a fight him.
And them fi prove this here him data. Because I watch a video about 30 times this morning. And I want big tough face man that.
So recently, we gave an update as it relates to that whole big wall incident, my people, which includes popular podcaster Jahvy and also popular producer Jahvy Ambassador, my people. You get to me and say, yeah man, bag of shooting and them thing they go on. We outline that Jahvy actually got slapped with several charges, my people. You get to me and say, very serious things that happened there. But we don't understand that a couple of hours after, we see where the likes of Jahvy Ambassador share the same fate as he would be slapped with like 3 charges. The people, according to what is being said here, police has formally charged Jahvy Morrison in connection with Sunday big wall shooting. The licensed firearm holder is charged with 3 offenses, and one of them are assault occasioning actual bodily harm, people, and one is wounding with intent, and one is using a prohibited weapon to commit a felony, my people. You get to me and say, yeah man, 3 very serious charges. You see it. And you know, with us where the likes of Jahvy had like similar charges as he was charged with a prohibited weapon and ammunition and shooting with intent and also wounding with intent using a prohibited weapon to commit a felony, my people. And what I find interesting in the whole thing is the fact that the likes of Jahvy was actually charged with shooting with intent and not Jahvy Ambassador, my people. I get to me and say, even though Jahvy would have seemingly got shot and them would have said, Jahvy Ambassador do it. But based on what me that hear from in the street, the youth that got shot that was in Jahvy Ambassador linkage or crew or whatever, him actually get 3 shots. So probably they are looking at how that deal with, and I say, well, probably based on the fact that him get more 1 shot and so forth, they must say Jahvy probably have an intention of taking out the guy and so forth. So a very serious thing Aguanias and frightening things, as you know, and so forth, my people. I mean, just look on the fact that, you know, when we look on even these youths, you know, we don't really look on them like youths in the street or that get trouble in a gun related way. I mean, man, do them podcasts and man say what they must say musically and all of them things. But we don't really have them as like in the street troublemakers. So this come like something with us strange to me. All now me can't believe say that go on. And another interesting thing what I find in this whole thing, my people, is, you know, that they are stating that both Jahvy, JD Richards and Jahvy Morrison are now being formally charged in relation to the big wall shooting, and both accused are claiming self-defense, my people. You get me I say, and this are going to be very interesting as it relates to the court appearances that is going to be scheduled to happen, because as I say, both parties are claim self-defense, my people. You know, a lot of people based on the narrative that was put out would think or believe that Jahvy Ambassador is the aggressor, but you don't know. Them always say what going in a court and what we think outside are 2 different things, my people. And also you have other narratives coming out different from the first narrative where say, yo, Jahvy see the man and box him and so forth. We even hear all a particular channel would outline that the feedback where him get, him would hear say, Jahvy see a girl a walk with Jahvy and step with to her, and one bag of something, people I do not know, but you know, it's in the hands of the law enforcement, so them are gonna make a determination as to what go on. But as me say, are some very serious and unfortunate things are going on, because all of them charges are serious, my people. And if you get convicted on one of them, especially the ones them where have to do with the illegal gun, or the gun that has been used illegally, you know, say, man, I look on them mandatory 15 years and it can go all up more, my people. You get me? I say, plus a bag of other technicalities. So, as we say, very unfortunate thing, my people. But we there same way if you keep updated. And also, when it comes on to the likes of DJ Mac, we see where DJ Mac seemingly had some things to say as it relates to the whole situation. As we see where he is vibing to one of Alkaline's song off him album, a song named Bad. And also is outlining that a better them go court, or a better court settings than funeral settings, my people. So better is he's stating that yo, a better a man touch in the court than funeral, and a lot of ones is stating are outlining that them think he is referring to the whole situation, since he would have considered as a link and connection when it comes down to Jahvy, my people. So not sure what are your thoughts and your views as it relates to that. And also, we that's where the likes of Mavad or the Gully God link up with the top G. We are talking about Andrew Tate, the people. You get to me and say, yeah, man. And a lot of people I wonder what was the purpose of the link up, and you know what is going on, if it's some form of musical works and so forth. I don't know when it comes down to Mavad or the Gully God, an international artist. So any card can play, you see it. But that's where the top G is outlining that when him there Romania, Gully God him a bounce right through. You get to me and say, my people, take a look at this.
Let me see. The legend. What's up? You good, G? Yeah. The legend. I'll peep you. Good to meet you, son. Good to meet you. Good to meet you. Bro, I must be the only man in Romania playing your songs. I'm the only guy in Romania bumped in Murado. Everyone's like, what is that? What is that? Bro, legend. Respect. Yeah, man. What's up? Yeah, man, please, you know? Right, go ahead. What's up? Jay Phil. Okay? Yeah, man. Fresh. One of the artists is Jay, huh? Yeah? Yeah. Good to meet you. You know, we need a Tate and Mavado collab or something. A song or something. Bro, I'm not a singer. I just play his music. Yeah. But everyone's like, what is that? What is that? I've got enemy lines tearing through Bucharest. Enemy lines. Stick it up.
So yeah, my people, that I go on for what I go on when it comes on to the likes of Mavad, the Gully God, and also we that's where the likes of Beenie Man came on a fire by several fans on social media. As we that see a video a circulate around where they are stating that a figure who some is saying that is a girl, and some people is saying that is a man who would have kissed the entertainer upon him jaw. You get to me and say some people are say a family member, some people are say a daughter. You know, it's kind of questionable when it comes down to the daughter thing, because you know that person look like a person with all mouth stash and them thing there. So me don't know my people. You get to me and say some people are say like I want a nephew or whatever my people. You get to me and say, but some people on social media is not necessarily comfortable with that happening, my people. Me don't know what the thoughts and the views, and just to give you an example of some of the discussions that we see afloat around. Take a listen at what this Breakin has said, my people.
That a Beenie man there, so see him there. See him there, man a kiss him. And then come in and chat, I talk about his daughter, and me figure suck out my man, and me figure a shit in a plate. Some shit in a plate. And them we prove this here him daughter, because I watch a video about 30 times this morning, and I want big tough face man that me no see no stiff breasts. That is the reason why they put in a caption said video of King Beenie Man going viral. Why the video they go viral? And with Jamaican people them say these people cannot represent for our culture, because our culture is not like that. We never see Bob Marley, no man a kiss Bob Marley yet. King Yellow Man, we never see no man a kiss up King Yellow Man yet.
So yeah, my people, that I go on for what I go on when it comes down to the likes of Beenie Man. I am not sure what are your thoughts and your views, if you agree with what these persons are saying, or you feel like it's utter nonsense, my people. And when it comes down to Vybz Kartel, my people, there was a time when Vybz Kartel made a speech say Gaza stand alone. But the more we see time goes by, it look more like a reality, like Gaza stand alone. Because the other day we see where the genocide sever them brand from the whole Gaza link. And now, based on when we see some fans that say it look like Unruly is doing the same as well, my people. As we see where fans out here and they are stating that Popcaan latest track where him drop when him live still a go on is a diss or a shade to Vybz Kartel. I do not know how much people listen to this song were tuning into this channel, but we see like 80,000 or 88,000 views on that song so far, my people. So a lot of people view one and a lot of people ask questions. So that's where Popcaan is rejoicing that Chronicler actually get free up, but he's stating that him not just friend and them can't stop him from forward America and all of them things. And as we say, a lot of people think that he is addressing the recent situation where bloggers from Gaza actually come out and make certain talk, you know, him would say, oh, Papi no play, him and no disco. And also some ones that think say some of the arguments are shaded towards Vybz Kartel. And, you know, some Gaza fans, as a matter of fact, we're going to play like the view of one Gaza fan, you know, can get an example of the mood of some ones and ones of Gaza, my people. Check it out.
And them can't kill me, me will be killing them first. With the God touch America, you know it is a must. Jealousy and envy, them will be biting the dust.
So, Microwave drop a song with title Lies Still a Gwan. And in that song, him do best. Play the victim. Make it seem as if Vybz Kartel a fight him. Vybz Kartel bad mind him. Microwave, Vybz Kartel fully focused right now. And me can promise you this, nobody cares if you get your visa or not. You can't stop Vybz Kartel can't stop you. The greatest thing is we Gaza nation can separate ourselves from Unruly. And you see this victim card where you always a play. Don't forget say your friend Jahvy come for interview, come make the world know say you and him a chat Vybz Kartel, say Vybz Kartel stop you from get your visa. That's all me can say, Flapcaan. Big up yourself.
Say I'm a beautiful people. And that I go on for what I go on, you know. Not sure what are your thoughts on your views, but that is what is being said by several Gaza fans and platforms. So I don't know what I want to think. If you know, check out this song, but I want you to check it out and tell me if you don't find anything shady in it, yes or no. And also, we have a reason from Isaac Buchanan about the whole Jahvy thing and Jahvy ambassador thing and so forth. And because I don't know it's a viral thing and our youth them in the entertainment space. So we are going to follow up the development and, you know, try to learn Wagwan as well along the way. Because I saw the thing on my people. But I see where the likes of Isaac Buchanan had reasoning as it relates to self-defense. Because a lot of people thinks that when it comes on to the likes of Jahvy, him have a strong chance of playing for self-defense and also, you know, based on what we see in the news, the updates, Jahvy ambassador is looking forward for the same thing. So listen to this reasoning from Isaac as it relates to that topic, my people, and tell me on the thing. Check it out.
About we talk about we often talk about self-defense and what it is. Well, self-defense is a complete defense. We're starting right there. It is a complete defense. So the law says that you have a right to protect yourself. So if you deploy self-defense, then guess what? You're free from criminal liability. It's a complete defense. Not to be confused with provocation. We heard that recently in a high-profile case where someone was said that they were provoked and it caused them to kill, and they were afforded the defense of provocation, which caused them to be charged for manslaughter and not murder. Somehow in the criminal law, it is way sexier to be labeled a manslaughterer than a murderer. So while provocation is a partial defense, you have diminished responsibility, you have suicide pact. All of these are a part of defenses in the criminal law. It sometimes is what is important when it comes to people understanding the law as it is. So what often happens though is that people, there is a requirement, I should say, for persons to it can be clear cut, but if you are charged, you raise self-defense is made out, you're exonerated or you're not liable. So it is commonly asserted by those charged with crimes of violence. So assault, battery with a deadly weapon, or take it higher, unaliving. Let me say that for the purpose of Broadcasting Commission. So the defendant will say yes, they did use violence, but claims that it was justified by the other person's threatening, I hope you're listening, or violent actions. So the core issue in self-defense cases often are who was the aggressor, and this is for public knowledge now. So when people are making the assessment, you are to know who was the aggressor. So if that's the first thing, so you can check the boxes. Who start the violence, the threats, the assault? Who assault who first? Then you ask yourself, was the defendant's belief that self-defense was necessarily a reasonable one? That's another question. You ask yourself that. If somebody come and I do you something, and then come with a whole of them friend them, and you apprehend fear and the fear is real, ask those things. If so, was the amount of force that was used also reasonable? Well, just know that self-defense is rooted in the belief that people should be allowed to protect themselves. The law allows that, right? So in part, it means that someone doesn't necessarily have to wait to the point of actually being struck in order to act in self-defense. Whatever the circumstances are, any force that would be any force that the defendant uses has to be reasonable under the circumstances. So one must understand. And there are two cases, and I'm just going to tell you, Beckford and the Queen, and Palmer and the Queen. No, Palmer and the Queen, that's the name of the case. Those two cases. When I have Google, read up or search it. Beckford and the Queen, Privy Council. Palmer and the Queen, Privy Council. So what does reasonable force look like? Let's talk about that. Well, it claimed to have held that if the particular belief as regards to the existence of any circumstances, then the reasonableness or otherwise of that belief is relevant to the question whether the defendant genuinely held it. It's an honest belief. So if it is determined that the defendant did genuinely hold it, then they're entitled to rely on it for the purpose of the legislation. There's a case that, so even if your belief was mistaken, so if it was mistaken, the mistake was a reasonable one to have made. And there is a case called Gladstone Williams. And I'm going to tell you now about it because it is important. The man pretty much was witnessing somebody being attacked and he run because self-defense is for self and another. So you can imagine if you all enter all a dance and you're your woman. Your woman and she pretty like money. Miss World, Miss Universe type of pretty. And you walk with your woman and nice. And you have to all protect her. Self-defense. So you have to protect her. You're pretty, so another. So imagine you apprehend fear and them things there. Well, Gladstone Williams said the man say a man was being attacked. And him just run in and beat up the neck. The man beat up the attacker. It turned out that the attacker was a police and them lock him up. Well, the court held that the appeal was allowed and the appellant's conviction was quashed. And hear what Lord Lane said. The reasonableness or unreasonableness of the defendant's belief is material to the question of whether the belief was held by the defendant at all. If the belief was in fact held, its unreasonableness so far as guilt or innocence is concerned is neither here nor there. It is irrelevant. So were it otherwise, the defendant would be convicted because he was negligent in failing to recognize that the victim was not consenting or that a crime was not being committed. And so, in other words, the jury should be directed, first of all, that the prosecution have the burden or duty of proving the unlawfulness of the defendant's actions. Secondly, if the defendant may have been laboring under mistake as to the facts, he must be judged according to his mistaken view of the facts. Thirdly, that is so whether the mistake was, on an objective view, a reasonable mistake or not. In a case of self-defense, where self-defense or the prevention of crime is concerned, if the jury came to the conclusion that the defendant believed or may have believed that he was being attacked or that a crime was being committed and that force was necessary to protect himself or to prevent the crime, then the prosecution have not proved their case. If, however, the defendant's alleged belief was mistaken and if the mistake was an unreasonable one, that may be a powerful reason for coming to the conclusion that the belief was not honestly held and should be rejected. Even if the jury come to the conclusion that the mistake was an unreasonable one, if the defendant may genuinely have been laboring under it, he is entitled to rely upon it. So, somebody said, don't break a hip. Donald Thompson, what's going on there? Forced to defend oneself of life. Yeah, it's reasonableness. So the mistake, though, once it is honest and it is honestly held, doesn't matter how people think objectively or how people feel, you're going to understand right away, immediately, that once you do that, they're going to make the assessment about that the response is proportionate to the threat. Well, how them usually say it is, man can't bring knife to gunfight. Man can't just get up and just allow, say, people are gonna do them things and you take it. Otherwise, them pronounce you. And if it's one thing I can tell you, in a high crime society as Jamaica, watch the news every day. Watch the news as it is. Any single day. You watch the news and guess what happens as you look at the news? The news will tell you immediately. Where there's extrajudicial killings, they said 4 men were gunned down on Walton Park Road. They were challenging the police. And upon challenging the police, they were shot. None of the police officers were harmed in the shootout. Forensic came and the bodies were moved in the back of the marked vehicle and they were taken and pronounced dead at the hospital. We now turn over to the crime officer and ask the crime officer what happened. Yes? Well, these 4 men were violence contributors and they were on the wanted list. And today is Thursday and they were on wanted Wednesdays. So we did the operation and the men were there on the road and we corned off the area and a shootout ensued. The men were deaded and guns were found. That is what happened. It is our story and we are sticking to it. We also understand that Hindicom will investigate. Make them investigate. Yalao is not bound to kill this, it's a hammer. Anyway, that happens. And you hear that every day. Similarly, we hear it where persons are harmed in their house, playing dominoes at a bar, children are involved, old people, women, no discrimination when it comes to what happens in the high crime society situation and scenario. Don't take it lightly. This is a real thing, and when we talk about the lived human experience, persons understand that, boy, it really ain't safe, no matter how they say it's safe. So again, remember, defending yourself in a high crime society is going to mean that you have to decide if you're going to be carried by 6 or judged by 7. It's 7 now, it's no longer 12 if the law has since been updated.
So my people, that is the likes of Mr. Popcaan and educating the ones as it relates to the self-defense thing and how it actually works, my people. I get to me, I say very interesting. And also with us where the likes of Nico Fire is infuriated about the charges that Jahvy got, my people. I get to me, I say, yeah man, him just feel like say Jahvy never deserved to get that because him think that, you know, Jahvy ambassador was the aggressor and so forth. And at the end of the day, I don't know one thing. I still think say the court have to pacify out who is this and who is that, because I think a lot of we get caught in a speaking from like a one-side story. You get to be as people. But take a listen to what Nico Fire is saying.
I know him never trouble nobody. And that make me feel the fame. In a real life. Me feel the fame. Yeah man, me feel the fame, man. And as me say, people, uno think, me ask now a question. Everybody upon the live, me ask now a question. One more question me ask you. You think we know say enough fear for Jahvy? Nobody, let me tell you, somebody comment and say the firearm never straight, and that's the big problem. Let me tell you what is the big problem. You see, the fact for say it was a public, listen to me I say, I'm going to tell you what the biggest problem. You see, the fact for say it was a public incident, that is one of the biggest problem. The biggest problem in this case is the fact for say it was a public incident and bystanders get hurt. That is the biggest problem in this case. Let me tell you something, you know. Let me tell you something, I go through them system already, you know. Me say the biggest problem in this case is because it was a public incident in a public space and somebody were innocently no busy about nothing got hurt. That are the biggest problem in that case, yeah. So it was a reckless act. Everything was reckless. That's how them look on it. Remember say anybody could have get unalive, you know. That is the biggest problem. No. May I tell you? That are the biggest problem in this case, yeah. The fact for say you have bystanders get hurt. That are the biggest problem. You have bystanders get hurt. It is a public. This is considered a public. This is considered a public power, you know. This is considered a public power, you know. You don't consider this as a public something there. Remember say Prime Minister office the next. You don't come like what? You don't understand what I want, you know. Remember say the Prime Minister office the right next door, you know. Remember say the Prime Minister of Jamaica office the right next door. You don't want to feel like say. You must feel like say as some politician picking a problem. Or some top Jamaican people, uptown people picking a problem. Uno feel like say uno feel say uptown people in a problem? Uno feel like say uptown people in a problem? And the Prime Minister office the right next door, and big mass go on in a big event. Uno think, and like me I tell you say, Jahvy is not going to know. Based upon what me I look upon, and based upon what me understand, it is highly unlikely for Jahvy to serve any prison time.
So yeah, my people, and that is the views of Nico Fire. You don't know how the thing go. You know, interesting days ahead. I see it. And just as how we have Nico Fire speculate that way, we don't have an ex-brethren speculate the other way, where he is saying that, or he is thinking that when it comes down to Jahvy ambassador, there's a possibility that he's lying to people. We don't know what to think, we don't know what to view. You know, as me say, this is just this brethren thoughts. And me not really think nobody is speaking absolute. But when you can't tell me what you think about his theory. Check it out.
Yo, Poopa, I want to your man. You know it's Colombo. And I same thing when me go talk now, me and moms I talk about last night from whole evening me they go home. Me they talk about the same thing. And me I show mom say, moms you know say, you want Jahvy cannot tell lie. Yeah. Me I say, yo, we want Jahvy cannot tell why. But you see, through the excitement, because remember, you know, him alone come out and give statement, you know, and it's also a power move. You see what I say? If you will, remember, in the law of power, you know, reputation is everything, you know. You have to guard it with your life, brother. You have to protect your reputation with your life. So you see the reputation where Jahvy have him first come send out statement. I am going to believe anybody will come after him contract, we go tell a lie, I tell. You see me I say, I sit down and I make the thing and I say, yo, you know say enough time some things coming on my head and the way all the thing coming on my head. Call say, a way off to do a crime coming on my head. Zina, same time and the way off to do the crime coming on my head, I think about the blood clot escape. You see me I say, what me that do if me get catch or what me that say or what me that tell police. I don't know if I'm me alone, me are no criminal enough, but me I tell you say sometimes some things coming on me head and me I say I left me do that and that way I me that do it, and if me get catch and this me that say and that me I do. You see it? So same time now when me hear about the man, this man, me I say yo, but me think about that already. Cause if me have an illegal strap on my yard and a man coming on my house, you know, and me have to do him sitting, you know, with this strap, you know. Me I say I feel him strap. At that me go tell police, me I say I say I feel him strap that. And me take it away from him, and you understand? At that me that so me I tell you say when me hear the argument with Jahvy, me not tell no lie. He running on my mind say, yo, you know say I can't lie, I tell cause I sitting that when me would have say when me would have do, you know, and me I tell you say see me like how me say me that do it, police think about it too and say, yo, I can't lie, I tell. You see me I say it's same way how you think about the road boy. Same thing police can think about it. So that's why police them hold on pan him, because police them know say, not because you tell me this, me go believe you. You can they tell lie. And same way now, a man go say, what make him go tell lie? What make him go ray, te. But me show you what make me think say, him can tell a lie. Me not say a lie, I'm telling about. This is the reason why me thinking can they tell a lie. Remember, you know, the whole of the pregnancy are going for a long time. Zane. And you see in a badness or in a fight or in a war or anywhere you want to take it, a man go there say, pussy, anywhere me see you, me go lick you in your face. Anywhere me see you, boom, big show they come up now, and man know say, yo, everybody go the other show there, especially in a Kingstonian area. You see me as a big old carnival, you know, say enough uptown people though did it, and then type of youth, yeah. You see me as say when I'm music I do for them little thing, you don't know say them go did the same way. So man a send threat already. Me know say Jahvy they get whole heap of threat pussy. Anyway we see you, we go lick you in your face. Worse a man done said that already, say a box we go box him in your face. Worse them man they from the other side all a plan say then go box him in your face. So some threat after they go on. So based upon the threat them where I get before the event, he still turn up at the event. You saw me I deal with him go turn up at the event strap. Him go turn up at the event strap. If him don't have a strap, him go get a strap. You see what I do because man are promising for boxing in your face, and then pan film program now he go say no boy not lick him in your face and he go so. You see what I do with? So all of them thing they know you know me them meds you know. Me them meds you know. Them thing them me meds you know say boy can they tell lie you know. Boy can tell lie and already premeditated thing and come on the blood clot party with a strap, or when he reach on the party, somebody give him a strap. You saw me I deal with Bamsi now, man and man approach him, man box him in the face. Come remember, you know, him and no bad man for fight back a man like that. So the only thing he go know is he go pull his strap. If a man did a real bad man or a fighter, of course with a fighter man, I saw me they look pan him, I don't know how he go, but I saw me they look pan him. He go pull his strap and from him pull his strap now, at that the time they know Jahvy go pull for him like a firearm. Because Jahvy have sense for know say, yo, if him pulling like a firearm for arm a man when no trouble him, he go get in a trouble. So because that the man they know have a blood clot illegal firearm and him pull it or whatsoever, I see a firearm, something a go on, gunplay they go on, and go have a pull film like a fire strap. You see me I deal with, I saw me look on it still, I saw me did a look on it. You see me I say, but you in the heat of the argument now, everybody else, oh Jay, we can ray, but me still a look on it and I say a lie boy I tell you. You see me I say, me still a look on it and I say, oh, I can't lie boy I tell. I can't lie boy I tell man. Because right about now, nobody now own his trap. You see me I say? And if nobody now own his trap, boy, go get in a trouble. You see me? So somebody better talk how we go. Somebody better talk how we go, you know. So Jeffrey, boy, don't go up say, yo, oh, you say go, you go. That's all me I say. Because if I know oh, you say go, are you in every trouble? What me say? Because a premeditation at that road, boy. You see me I say, you're premeditating and yet still you put yourself in the position for the man them diss you and for the man them attack you. So therefore you could have pulled your strap and show them say you're not afraid of them. And then one bag of shooting go on and people get hurt. It's serious man, it looks serious and a joke thing. That are my med still, I saw me they look on him. I don't think me I go do no more video about that about that situation, yeah. But I just saw me look on him. You see me car none of them no get no bail. And if Jeffrey did really in the clear like how I say it, you know, they get bail. But none of them no get no bail, so you know say lie a tell. Nobody take up the blood clot, none of them. All of them a tell lie.
So yeah, my people, that is what the Breakin are saying on my people. Not sure what are your thoughts and your views on what he's saying. Big up on yourself and bless up on yourself still. And as usual, we'll catch you on another one. I'm out.